This is the best kept secret, the 11mm f1.8 APS-C lens. So an APS-C lens on a full frame camera doesn't even work. Of course it doesn't. We're gonna talk about it in this video. So I don't usually recommend APS-C glass on full frame cameras, but this one is probably the exception. This is one of the best vlogging lenses that you can get. This tiny 11mm f1.8 originally built for Sony's crop sensors might be the move if you're a hybrid creator using the Sony A7C II or any cameras that are similar to this body. If you care about weight, versatility, and not looking like a documentary filmmaker while filming your coffee setup, this is the one for you. Now, why is this special? I'm gonna put it on the setup right now so that you guys can see for yourself. Now, it might look a little bit funky, but here's where it gets good. As you can see, there's a lot of vignette right here, and that's because it's an APS-C lens. But the benefit to this lens is that you can actually punch in multiple ways, and that's why this is one of the best lenses to have, and we're gonna go right and show you. So there's one option that you can do. This is called clear image zoom, which you can do it slowly like that. I'm a bit underexposed, but maybe I'll bring you guys closer to the light, right? So you can do clear image zoom, which allows you for 1.5x, and then I'll bring you guys back like that. So this is without any zoom again. And then I just punched you in with the APS-C mode, where you can't punch in when you're recording. That's why I had to turn off the recording and then turn it on again. So here, right now, I got you guys in APS-C mode. We did clear image zoom a while ago, which went from 11mm up to about 22mm. So now I'm gonna show you guys another cool trick, which would be Dynamic Active Stabilization mode, which we'll go back again, and we're back. And then we're gonna go to the function menu. You know, it'll be cool to show you guys what I'm doing. We're gonna go into the function menu, which is here. So there, and then go to steady shot. So I have you guys on standard. If I turn it off, it's the same. And then active. So on active mode, there's a little bit still, but I kind of like the look. And then go to dynamic active stabilization. But there's even more. Now, you guys are now on APS-C mode. So what you can do is I can actually punch in with APS-C mode to get even more out of this. So that's active. And then I can punch in with dynamic active stabilization to get even more, get even closer. So I have to turn you guys off, and there. It was the same position a while ago. So we'll go back to original without anything added onto it, okay? So here we are with the funky look again. Now, in terms of how I actually use this lens, I use it in order to vlog and just like talk and have this more unique look that I can really take advantage of. And then with the clear image zoom, it just makes it gives this feeling of being a clear image zoom X camcorder feel, where I can just get close and personal. And then if I really need that more punched in look, I can go to the modes that we were talking about a while ago. But for a budget lens and a very affordable lens, this one I would definitely recommend on how versatile this lens is for the amount of money you're paying. So I paid about 450 Canadian, or about 300 USD for such a versatile lens again. I keep saying versatile because that's one of the best descriptions of any worthwhile product. Now, in terms of the weight of this lens, it weighs practically nothing. It weighs 219 grams, which is why I'm bringing this to my trip to Japan. Hopefully by the time this video is posted, there will be lots of content surrounding my Japan trip, namely the only zoom lens I brought to Japan and the only prime lens that I brought to Japan, which would be this one. This specific lens takes 55mm for the filter, but what I would recommend is getting a filter thread to up it to 67mm so that you don't risk vignetting with your filters. And I like having 67mm, so I share that with my other prime lens, the 35mm f1.8, and my 24-50 f2.8. So all of these filters are interacting with each other. So right now, talking about the filter itself that I have on here, which would be the K&F Mist X. So this one will be the Mist X ND filter by K&F Concept. It's a all-in-one ND filter and mist, so that you can get the, you know, halation right there. So brighten. So I like using 67mm on this just because there is that chance of vignetting already with such a wide field of view. But here you can see where it gets funky, looks alien-y. But even with that, I have multiple diffusion options to use on this lens. It's just that it's convenient when you're vlogging when you have this, because then you can shift the ND filter wherever you need. And in terms of the image quality and autofocus, the autofocus is amazing. The image quality, it's very sharp. I like using it from around f2.8 to f5 if I can. And then for the focusing distance on it, I'll show you guys with my iPhone how close you can focus on it, and then maybe do a dual screen. But before we get to that, the bokeh as well is really good. It's smooth. The autofocus also is very silent. It's dead silent. So let's get to the focusing. Now let's go show you guys the minimum focusing distance for this. So you guys can vlog pretty much and it won't be an issue. And then worst case, you guys can always turn the aperture. Why is it so perfect for vlogging? With the 16.5mm field of view that you're going to get, it's super wide and wide enough to capture all the information when you are going to make videos, and especially if you're posting on YouTube. But the best part about having this wide angle lens is actually being able to be close up and personal with your audience and your microphone, because your microphone will be able to pick up your voice even better. So I mixed this with the DJI Mic and my ECM-M1. So with the ECM-M1, it makes it easier for the mic to pick up my voice, and I don't have to strain my voice, or I don't have to talk that much. We're at the Vancouver International Airport, and then we're gonna go pick up Subway. But with the DJI Mic, since it's wireless, I can be here, I can be wherever. So I mix and match whatever I'm feeling that day, I'll use. If I feel more like I want more extra reach with my lens and probably go somewhere and walk somewhere far, then I'll use the mic, the DJI Mic 2. And then if I want to be up and personal and just vlog closer, I use the ECM-M1. Now I made a list of the real life use cases, especially for A7C II owners or just Sony owners in general. So this thing is like everywhere with me. I use it when it's on my desk, a desk setup. I use it for overhead shots because the minimum focusing distance is pretty good. It's pretty decent. So street POV as well, if I'm in the street, maybe when I'm traveling, makes it easier. It's just less assuming, so people are not really distracted by a big lens. And you guys know I have lots of zoom lenses now. So I've had and used the Sigma 10-18 f2.8 on my Fuji, and I just wanted to give a quick comparison on what I feel about it. Back then, without the Dynamic Active Stabilization on the A7C II, or maybe even other cameras, I wouldn't have thought that this was such an amazing lens. But the Sony 11mm for me wins in terms of weight, the low light capability, so it's a stop, so f1.8, and it's native autofocus, so it's definitely better with this lens compared to the Sigma. But the Sigma 10-18 wins in terms of versatility with the zoom, and it's one of the smaller zoom lenses for how wide it is. Now obviously this lens comes with cons. It's expensive if you buy it brand new, but if you buy it used, you get a pretty good deal in it, so don't buy it new. I'm already telling you guys straight up, just don't buy it new. It's too expensive for what it is. It's a good lens, but again, if you guys go broke over a lens, then it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So this will always be my recommendations if you have the A7C II, ZV-E1, A7 IV even, because I've had that camera body. If you're a creator who values a lightweight setup, better audio, weather resistance, I think I forgot to mention that, which is one of the pros, and a stylized look where you can punch in and punch out, then I highly recommend this lens, and I've had so much fun with this lens. And that leaves me, if you guys like this video, I'll leave one somewhere here. And if you click on that, I'll see you guys there when I see you.